Alex Castro, who was wearing a white long-sleeve shirt, sat emotionless as he took notes on a yellow notepad while Michael Cruz testified. Cruz was at Club Hannah in Tumon where the alleged beating occurred. Cruz testified that he heard a loud bang while at the bar. When he turned around, he said he saw Castro and another man fall to the ground. Although Cruz never spoke with police about the altercation, Cruz did provide that same testimony to the Attorney General's office. And this, Cruz said, is the reason why the MMA fighter threatened him. In September 2010, Cruz said he bumped into Castro inside the supermarket and greeted him as the two went to high school together. Cruz then stuck out his hand to do a fist pump greeting, but said Castro didn't respond. Instead, Castro accused Cruz of being a snitch, then ordered him to meet him at the parking lot.
He asked me, you have family? You have kids? And I said, yeah. He says, people know you. And then and I said, what do you say in court? You know, he asked me, what am I going to say in court? And I told him, I got you. Just to get away from that situation in case it might, escalate to something else.
Cruz said the defendant then ended the confrontation by saying, quote, "Watch your back, people are looking for you." But defense attorney Tom Fisher pointed out that while Cruz claims the confrontation made him feel threatened, he only told prosecutors about it last week, nearly 2 years after the fact.
And this took place in September of 2010?
Yes.
And prior to September 2010, you had actually visited the Attorney General's office, is that correct?
Yes.
And at the Attorney General's office, you wrote a statement?
Yes.
You actually met with the investigator, Mr. McCollum?
Yes.
And this incident that you just told us about at the Sinahanya Palas, when is the first time you told Mr. McCollum about this?
Last week.
Just last week?
Yes.
The sailor who was beat up at Club Hannah also testified today. Petty Officer Jarrett Dunham told the jury that Castro punched him in the face before he got beat up by a group of people. The beating forced him to seek treatment in Hawaii with all medical expenses paid for by the Navy. The sailor said he continued to receive pay while out on leave. So why is he suing Castro in a separate civil suit for monetary damages? That's exactly what Attorney Fisher wanted to know. Fisher pointed out that the petty officer is asking for Castro to pay for his medical expenses and lost wages as a result of the beating, even though all of these were covered by the Navy.